Welcome to the Craftessa, everyone. My name is Vanessa, and for today's DIY, we're going to make 5 different Christmas decorations using items from the Dollar Tree. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, where I post super quick and easy videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the little bell to get notified when I post new videos. Now let's get on with today's projects. So for this first project, we're going to take one of the Dollar Tree tinsel trees, and I'm going to remove all of the tinsel until we get the structure that is underneath. So let's continue to rip all of this off. So now that I removed all the tinsel, I'm going to take the Bernat Blanket Big Chunky Yarn. I bought this yarn at Michael's, but I'm sure you can find it at any craft store. It is super chunky and the roll is quite large. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of hot glue and we're going to hot glue the yarn at the bottom of the base and then wrap it all around the tree. So let's continue. So now that I did the bottom half, I'm going to do the top part of the tree in a white color. I'm using the same exact yarn, but it's just in white. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to hot glue the start of the yarn and then I'm going to wrap it all the way around to the top. Let's continue. So now that I'm done covering the tree with the yarn, I'm going to take some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. This is like a faux leather ribbon. You can find it where all the ribbons are. I'm going to take a foam disc and a dowel, and I'm going to create a little stand for this tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the edge of the foam disc with the faux leather ribbon. So let's do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the dowel to the foam round just using hot glue. I made a hole in the center just with the dowel itself, and then I'm going to secure it with quite a bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to attach the dowel to the inside of the tree frame also with hot glue in order to create the stand. So let's finish this part. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Americana Decor Deco Art paint in brown. I should have done this before I glued the foam around to the tree itself, but I'm going to paint it because obviously it's white and I don't want it to look white. And then I'm going to take some Mod Podge and glitter to give it a little pop. So let's finish that part. So I did add some little ribbon with little pom-poms on it. That's also from the Dollar Tree. I forgot to record that part, but now this piece is done and ready to display. For project number 2, I'm going to use one of the plastic cloches from the Dollar Tree, along with this little wooden craft set. You could find it where all the Christmas decorations are. Now from this package, I'm only going to use the little gingerbread house and a couple of the trees. And I'm going to use some folk art blush pink paint. I'm going to give these pieces 2 coats of the paint, letting each dry in between. So let's continue with this. So I decided not to paint the trees in pink. Instead, I'm going to use the folk art chalk paint in white to paint both trees and the base of the cloche. For the cloche, I'm going to give it at least 3 coats of the paint, and for the trees, I'm going to give them 2 coats. So let's finish this. While the trees and the base dry, I'm going to use some tulip puffy paint to outline the house and make it look like it's a little gingerbread house. So just freehand, I'm going to go around the edges and around the windows to create that frosting look. Let's finish this. Now before the puffy paint completely dries, I'm going to take some very fine white iridescent glitter and I'm going to cover the little house in the glitter. This way the glitter attaches to the white puffy paint. Let's do this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some Mod Podge to the base of the cloche, and I'm going to add the same glitter that I put on the little gingerbread house. This way the base will have a little sparkle and a little shine to it. Let's do this part. Now that the paint is dry on both the little trees and the gingerbread house, I'm going to take these little pearl sticker beads. I got these at the Dollar Tree as well. You can find them where all the stickers are. I'm going to add little embellishments to both the house and the trees in order for them to have a little extra something to them. So let's do this part. So now the last step of this project is going to be to add a little stand or a base to the gingerbread house itself. I'm using one of the little wooden pieces from the Dollar Tree. They're the Jenga block toys. And I'm going to attach it to the gingerbread house. This way I will be able to hot glue it to the base of the cloche. And then I'm going to attach the trees. Now the trees do have like little stems on the bottom, so it will be easier for those to stay and stand just with hot glue. And I actually want the little house to be up a little bit higher in the cloche. So let's do this. For project number 3, I'm going to take one of the wooden craft sets again from the Dollar Tree. This one is the Manger scene, and I absolutely love it. It is a super simple project, and it turns out to be so beautiful. Now, the only thing that I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the folk art chalk paint in white, and I'm going to paint all of the pieces. I'm going to give them at least 3 coats of the paint, letting each dry in between. So let's do this. So now that the paint is dry and I assembled the piece, all you have to do is slide it into the little ridges that are on the base. I'm going to take some Mod Podge along with the very fine iridescent white glitter, and I'm going to coat the entire piece with Mod Podge and glitter. This way it will give it a little extra pop and it will make the white shine through. So let's finish this. For project number 4, I'm going to take this triangle frame. It's from the Dollar Tree. It had a little sign in the middle and I ripped it out and I just painted it with white chalk paint. I'm going to take this little reindeer ornament along with a wooden cube that I already had. You can make your own cube using little pieces of wood from the Dollar Tree, but I already had this, so I'm going to use it. So this is super simple and it's going to look very, very cute and chic. All I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue the reindeer inside the wooden triangle frame. So let's begin with this first part. So now that I attached the reindeer to the triangle frame, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the frame itself onto the wooden block. This way it gives it the look of the stump or the trunk of a tree. So just with some hot glue, just attach the wooden block to the frame and we will be done with this part. The last step for this project is I'm going to take some Mod Podge and some of the faux snow from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to coat the bottom part where the reindeer is with Mod Podge, and then I'm going to sprinkle the faux snow to make it look like the reindeer is standing on snow. And once we're done with this, we are done with this project. Super quick, super simple, and it's going to look adorable. For the last project, we're going to do something similar to the first project. I'm taking one of the tinsel trees from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove all of the tinsel until we have just the form or the shape left. So let's remove all of this tinsel. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same chunky yarn that I used for the first tree in this video. I'm going to wrap it around the base of the shape or the form, and then I'm just going to go around the whole tree and wrap the yarn around it. Now this one I'm going to keep completely white so it could give a little contrast to the first one since I'm going to be displaying them together. So once you hot glue the base part, then you really don't have to add that much hot glue. All you have to do is just keep wrapping the yarn around the form. So let's finish this part. Now the next and final step for this project is I'm going to take this beaded garland. It is also from the Dollar Tree. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the beginning of this garland and I'm going to attach it to the top of the tree. And then I'm just going to bring it all along the front. I'm going to twist it a little bit, and with a little bit of hot glue, I'm going to glue it to the yarn itself. I want this tree to be simple and a little rustic looking, just with this little bit of garland in the front. So let's continue. Now all of these projects are done and they were done on a budget. I absolutely do love the way that they all turned out. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell to get notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you all on my next DIY.